So it looks like the S&P 500 is about to hit all-time highs, guys, after Triple Q, which tracks the NASDAQ 100, hit all-time highs again today. So we're going to break down the indexes in this video, mostly focus on SPY and Triple Q, and we'll break down some stocks, maybe if we have time later in the video. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and you might as well follow me on X for more content at Stocks Talk Stocks. That's linked down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So it's currently about 3:30 p.m. on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. By the way, hope you guys are having a great day out there. You had a great week, and it's almost the weekend. Hope you guys have a great weekend as well. So let's take a look at SPY, then we'll go into Triple Q, break down some of the other indexes as well. So SPY, you guys know, throughout the course of this year so far, which we're not even 3 weeks into the year, but you guys know this thing's been chopping around between 465, 470 on the low end to about 475, 480 on the higher end. So in other words, we've been trading in a 5, 10, 15, maybe not so much 15, but $5, $10 window, close to 15, I guess, over the past couple of weeks. And with today's move, mind you, it's up 0.8%. Now we're starting to break back over the 180 and the 50 moving averages, not only on the 1 hour chart, which you can see right here, boom, nice breakout into close, by the way, in about 30 minutes. And we're also breaking out on the 4 hour chart. You guys can see, we're above the moving averages on this time frame. And if I actually draw out this, you guys can see right here, we have an ascending triangle on SPY. Do you guys notice we have clear resistance at about 478-ish, 480, but at the same time, we've been making higher lows into that resistance. So this, in my opinion, is setting up for a breakout to all-time highs, which are right under 480 on SPY. We hit those about 2 years ago, so we're pretty much right there, guys. If this triangle plays out, we could be seeing a breakout, for all we know, towards $500. Maybe it goes over $500 per share here on SPY. To be honest, I would not be surprised if that did end up happening. And we can see Triple Q, if I pull this up, this already hit all-time highs a couple of weeks ago, but we also hit another one today. You guys can see the ETF is at 413. Well, now it's at 412.94, but earlier we hit 413.28. And if we break above, let's say 415 on Triple Q, I'll put my alert there right now. Mark is at or above 415. Boom, there we go. So if we break out of that, for all we know, we could be getting ready for the next leg up on this, which could get us to 420, 425, maybe even higher than that. So Triple Q looks bullish on this 4 hour time frame with the ascending triangle. And again, same thing here on SPY. And I also want to point out this cup and handle on the 3-year chart on SPY. If I zoom in a bit, you guys can see we have the cup right here with the handle right here, and now you can also see the all-time high from back in December, or actually no, January of 2022. So just over a little bit over 2 years ago is when we hit that all-time high. So yeah, keep your eyes on this cup and handle on SPY, very important. And again, you can see $500 is not too far-fetched here if we do break above 480. And let's see, do we have a cup and handle on Triple Q on this 3-year chart as well? Kind of. Yeah, we do. You guys see the cup, the handle. Now we're starting to break out. So keep your eyes on those two. Of course, ETFs, very, very important, especially if you're trading, to watch out for Triple Q and SPY. And let me actually pull up quickly here, guys, the Dow Jones and the Russell for those that are interested. The Dow just hit 37.8 a couple of days ago. That was an all-time high. And now it's at, where's it at? 37,450. Pretty much consolidating throughout the past couple of weeks in 2024 is what the Dow's been doing, guys. Nothing crazy. You can see it here on the 20-day chart. If I pull it up, we were chopping around, 37.2 to 37.7, 37.8 over the past couple of weeks. So let's see if the Dow could start breaking past maybe 37.8, 38,000. Maybe it starts breaking 40,000. That'd be the next, obviously, big pivotal spot for the Dow. 40,000 would be pretty intense. That'd be a huge milestone for this index. But if it does break under 37K, keep in mind here, guys, we might be slipping down towards the 180 SMA on this time frame, maybe down towards 35.6. 36,000 points. That'd be a healthy pullback here on the Dow, in my opinion. So keep your eyes on this range between 35.6 to about 37,000. If 37,000 breaks, that's where we could be going on the downside. And on the 3-year chart, you guys can see how the Dow broke out of the all-time high from, it looks like, the end of 2021. We did that a couple of weeks ago, so kudos to the Dow. And the Russell's the only one that's still pretty far off of all-time highs. All-time highs were hit back in November of 21. 2,450 points is the all-time high roughly, and now we're under 2,000. We're actually close to 1,900 points. We're down 22% actually from all-time highs. In other words, we're in a bear market right now on the Russell, which is why, well, that's probably not the reason why, but a lot of people are calling for a huge run in the small caps this year, which is totally possible. They're definitely behind if we're looking at, let's say, the Russell compared to the NASDAQ. Obviously, the NASDAQ has destroyed the Russell in terms of performance, so the Russell's got some catching up to do. And, this could be the year where it does rebound, but let's just say it has not started off the year on a strong note. The Russell's down from 2,070 to about 1,920. It's down roughly 6-7% year to date. Not the best start to the year, but we'll be watching it. We'll see if it rebounds. And some small cap ETFs, let's transition to this very quickly, that I'm looking at that capture the Russell's gains. You could look at something like IJR from iShares. Very simple. Small cap, core S&P small cap ETF. This is actually looking pretty juicy right now on the dip. We hit 111 almost a couple weeks ago. Now we're at 103, so I'm watching it here right by the 180 moving average. Let's see. There's a couple from Vanguard. I'm blanking out. I think VB and VBK. Let me look these up here, guys. Vanguard small cap ETF. Watch out for that. I think VBK is the growth one. Small cap growth is VBK, so that's probably a little bit more volatile than, I guess, an IJR or a VB, because this is small cap growth. But these are a couple that I'm watching in case we do have a monstrous year this year in the small caps, and I do want to trade that, which I do kind of want to catch the dip on one of these, whether it be VBK, VB, IJR, either way. I'm looking at the weakness in the short term on those small cap ETFs. And yeah, man, it's been a pretty rocky year so far. But today when I'm making the video, indexes are bouncing back. But that doesn't mean we're going to get a sharp bounce back over the coming days after this. So keep that in mind. But either way, there's opportunity in the markets always, right? Whether we're in a bull market, bear market, sideways market, choppy market, whatever the heck you want to call it, there's opportunities, and there's always investing that can be done, right? Whether you're buying, index funds for your long-term portfolio, something like, maybe a small cap ETF, or something like VTI, for example, which I buy pretty much every week for my long-term investments. Well, part of my long-term investments, right? There's always something you can do. You can add to your long-term accounts. You can sell options, make some money there, right? While you hold on to your stocks. You can buy individual stocks. Let me tell you, man, there's always, value out there in the markets, whether it be in healthcare, whether it be in tech. Well, maybe not so much tech with how the markets are looking now, but you have to find that pocket in the markets where there's some undervalued stocks. Again, there's always something you can do. You can trade, you can do this, you can do that. Just get educated, right? Do your research, find a strategy, and stick to it. And if you do that, guys, you're going to be golden long term. That is, if you do pick a smart strategy that's proven to work over time. Now, if you go and buy a bunch of penny stocks, and you buy 100 penny stocks and you pray and hope to God that you're gonna crush it, that's not the wisest strategy. But if you're doing some index investing, right, your dollar cost averaging, you're selling options, you're buying some blue chip stocks, you got some speculative stocks, you're trying to find the value pockets in the markets, right? You're going to be fine if you're not being a complete idiot, right? So, yeah, man, it's that's pretty much it for the video. We broke down the indexes, the charts, some ideas here later in the video, or at the end of the video we did. But yeah, either way, if you found value, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get your free money from Moomoo. It's almost like a 401k match. Well, actually, not really at all. But it's free money, man. It's free money. Fund your account with at least $100. You get 5 stocks, and fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. Use that link down below, or go to StockSurfS.com/Moomoo. And the reason why it's free money is because, guys, once you get your free stocks, if you guys don't actually like the Moomoo platform, which I think you will, but let's say you don't, you can take out all your free stocks and the money you deposited. It's not like Moomoo keeps your deposit or anything like that, right? You can take out all your money. The stocks are free, right? No strings attached. So use that link down below. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys later.